Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for the week of, I almost just said April, October 21st. This week, if you want to catch me live, I go live every single day at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All you have to do is subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, and you will catch me live. I also go live a lot more during the day. But Virgo, we're going to first do your financial reading, then we're going to do your love reading, so make sure to stick around for that. I answer all questions regarding love, like how does your ex feel about you? Also, we cover pretty much everything, so definitely stick around for that in just a minute. But Virgo, your overall energy for this week is the Four of Pentacles. So I feel like just for you, I feel like this is talking about, of course, stability. I feel like you're feeling more stable, but is it perfect? I would say no. So I feel like while that you could be feeling more stable, or you could be feeling like things are kind of evening out in your life. Again, I feel like there's still kind of like, I feel like you're working through a lot of things to create more stability in your life. I feel like for some of you, there could be, some of you, I get this every single day, something about past friends or people from the past. I feel like you could be like dealing with people from the past, or you could be, for some of you, I feel like you're trying to let go of toxic people from the past, but they could still be kind of like lingering in the background. So I just feel that for some of you here. Next, your opportunity this week is the Three of Pentacles. So definitely a really good card for you. I feel like there could be like an opportunity to increase the work that you're doing is what I'm getting, but it feels like a new job for a lot of you. So I feel like some of you, for some reason I'm getting the word enjoyment here as well. You do have the sun coming up here in your financial reading. Your financial reading looks amazing here, Virgo. There's like a lot of good stuff coming up, but I do get like enjoyment is popping into my head on this card. It's not really a card of enjoyment, but I feel like it could be saying that there could be a job that you're getting, or you could be going to a new job where that provides like more enjoyment, something that you really enjoy. For others, I feel like this is talking about teamwork. Teamwork comes up for you almost every single day, Virgo. So I feel like there could be like job opportunities or work opportunities that involve teamwork or working on a team or something like that. So, and I would take advantage of those opportunities as well. The other thing that's popping into my head, you have the sun here in the in your financial reading here, Virgo, and this would represent like getting a position potentially that has more, where you are more in the public eye, or maybe you have had a job where you kind of like work behind the scenes. The sun, maybe it's not you in the public eye, but it could definitely have you more in a more visible position. And that's definitely popping into my head for you, Virgo, here. But that looks really good for your overall energy. So in the area of work, finance, career, all that other good stuff, you start off with your current situation is the Devil. For some of you, I do feel definitely like a stuck energy here, Virgo. As I've said before to you, I do feel like some of you could be feeling stuck financially, or you could be feeling like things are maybe not moving forward as quickly as you would like financially. For others, I feel like you could feel that there are like financial things that are kind of like holding you back with this Devil card, is what I'd say to you. Because the Devil card could represent like certain obligations or certain things that you feel like are holding you back. I definitely feel that for some of you, not all of you, but for some of you, I always get this for you too. I feel like for some of you, you could be dealing with like tickets. You could be dealing with like problems with the courts. You could be dealing with problems with your vehicle, your car. It's like maybe you feel like you're stuck to a location. And I do feel that for some of you. And for some of you, I feel like you almost feel like a slave, like on the extreme end of a scale of the scale. I always say, Virgo, that to me, the tarot is kind of like a spectrum. It's like the Devil card could be really bad, but it could also be okay as well. So, again, this is a general reading. It's going to be different for all of you. But I do feel like some of you have certain situations that are like causing you to feel stuck with the Devil card here. Your blockage is the Six of Cups. I feel like some of you just keep reliving the same old story. So I feel like some of you literally just like in your head need to change the story of your life. I feel like some of you need to change your own personal financial story as well. This could be through using more positive words, through just making some sort of change, pretty much anything. The funny thing is that the Six of Cups is coming up here in your blockages section, but it is a card of releasing blockages. So I feel like some of you just need to release things. I also feel like kind of like Pisces. Pisces is your opposite sign, Virgo. And Pisces, I feel like just like you, I feel like Pisces also needs to realize that things are different. And I say that all the time to Pisces, and I'm definitely saying it to you now, Virgo, that the Six of Cups as a blockage can just say that your situation has improved, but you just don't realize it. So I feel like some of you need to realize that. Your strength at this time, as far as work and finance are concerned, is the High Priestess. The High Priestess says that you could be very good at recognizing opportunities or changes at this time. The High Priestess is normally a card of no action, but coming up in your strength position here financially, it could say that you are seeing or recognizing certain financial opportunities that could set you free. So I definitely like to see that. For others, I feel like this could be new financial ideas, like new job ideas or work ideas, business ideas that you see as having a lot of potential. Again, the High Priestess to me can be a card of potential. It's like recognizing that something could set you free, or recognizing that there's a new job coming along that has a lot of potential. So I like to see that. For others, I feel like this is saying that you're willing to pay the price as well, which is a really weird message for you, Virgo. And again, for those of you that are new, that don't know, I read intuitively. I don't always use the meanings that are on the cards. I just use the cards as a grounding instrument. And what's popping into my head is I feel like some of you are willing to pay the price. So what I feel like that means for you, Virgo, is it's like maybe you are getting into a job where you won't get, maybe you know that you're going to have to be there for a while before you get a raise. But it's almost like you see the fact that in the future it'll be well worth it. So I feel like some of you are willing to kind of like wait for things. It's like you're being more patient, and I definitely like to see that for you as well. So I feel like that's really good for you there, Virgo. But that looks nice. Next, you have in the area of your weakness, you have the Chariot. I feel like some of you need to take control of your finances. This is definitely a card of control. Also, car. So I feel, for whatever reason, it always comes up for you, Virgo, but I feel like a lot of you could be having like car troubles or problems with your car. It could be anything involving your car. I always get tickets for you as well, or court as well always pops into my head. So I do feel like some of you could, it's not going to be for all of you, but for some of you, there could be problems with finances because of that. To me, this also says like taking advantage of opportunities could be a challenge for you here, Virgo. I feel like for some of you, this is like saying that there could be like work opportunities coming in, but you're like not sure if you want to commit to the work opportunity. What I would say to you, Virgo, is like I feel like some of you need to realize that you can always quit. You can always leave, right? It's like you're not stuck somewhere. So I feel like some of you need to realize that, and I feel like that could be preventing you from like accepting a job or getting a new job or something like that. For others, I feel like you could be fearing whether or not you will like a job or not. I keep telling people that this year with Neptune and Pisces, especially retrograde, we're probably not seeing things clearly as far as a job or a business is concerned. We could be like seeing things in the wrong way, or we could be not, you have the High Priestess, which I was saying, it says that you are seeing the opportunity, but you might not be seeing the opportunity with this Chariot card. But I feel like some of you need to take control of your finances. Next, in the area of opportunity for your finances, the Sun, the best card in the deck. So I feel like there's a lot of happiness and growth potential coming in for you here, Virgo, with this Sun card. I feel like there could be definitely more opportunities as well. This is a card, the Sun is kind of like a card of cleansing things as well, and it's a card of seeing opportunities. So maybe there's been a lot of darkness in the area of work and finance, or maybe work and finance has prevented you from being successful in multiple areas in your life. The Sun kind of shines a light on the things that we want, and it makes things a little bit more obvious. So I feel like for some of you, if there has been work confusion, financial confusion, anything, I feel like this is much more clarity coming in for you with this card. And finally here, Virgo, your outcome for work and finance for this week is the Lovers. Love it. So definitely a very good card for you. I feel like a lot of you are going to be making a choice here. The Lovers to me is a card of a choice that you have, and it says that there's like a new path opening up for you. For others, I'm getting another weird message as well. I feel like for some of you Virgo people, you could be doing something you never thought that you would do. The Lovers is a card of morals, but it's not popping into my head as morals. It just kind of like popping into my head as you doing something work or business wise that you never thought you would do. I don't think it's a good thing or a bad thing. I think it just is basically with this card. But I feel like whatever's coming in for you work or business wise, even if you're retired, this could be like a perfect match coming in for you as far as a job is concerned. So I definitely like that. By the way, Virgo, I do feel like, again, this is not the love section in your reading, but I do feel like for some of you, you could be meeting someone through work, but it's coming in as a move as well. So either this is a new job, so I feel like you could be getting a new job, moving on to somewhere else, and that you could be meeting love through that job. But I also feel like some of you could be moving, literally, like farther away. And I feel like that could bring like true love into your life as well. But having said that, Virgo, let's take a look and see what we get for you love-wise. Thank you, everybody, for being here, by the way. I really appreciate it. Make sure to drop a comment on this video. Make sure to drop a like on it as well. Really appreciate all the likes and all the support. But Virgo, let's see what we have for you in love here, Virgo. And Virgo, it looks really good actually. So that is nice. All right, Virgo, you have the Ten of Cups coming up in the past. I feel like some of you maybe thought you had fulfillment in the past, or you did have fulfillment in the past. For some of you, again, if you're, by the way, I'm just going to throw this out there. If you're in a relationship right now, Virgo, it looks awesome. It looks really, really good. You know, again, this is just a general reading. Some of you might be in really crappy relationships right now. But again, for the most part, if you're in a happy, established relationship, it looks really good. Could even lead to marriage. You have the Hierophant as your outcome, which the Hierophant to me is the best marriage card in the tarot deck. So I feel like for some of you in like committed, happy relationships, this is very positive. If you're not in that situation, we're going to talk about that in a minute. But I feel like in the past, some of you could have been in family. I do feel like some of you could have like left a situation as well in love, and it could have involved family or something along those lines as well. But overall, I feel like in the past, you could have been in a situation where you feel like you were like much more happy. Next, you have the World card. I feel like for some of you, you could be thinking about someone from the past. I feel like they're done, or I feel like they feel like this situation is just over. So I feel like for a lot of you, this could be saying if you're thinking about an ex or something, I feel like their feelings are that the situation is done, basically, with this card. I would say you have you have almost every single dating card here, Virgo. The Ten of Cups, the World. So if you're single and looking, I would say definitely very good for dating and meeting multiple people this week, or getting out there and dating. You have the Sun also in the last part of your reading, so there could be a lot of attention coming in for you in love with these cards. So that looks pretty good for you, Virgo. Next, you have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a card of wishes. I feel like some of you could be getting something you wish for, getting something you want in love as well, especially if you're single. For some of you, I feel like this is saying you're happily single. The Nine of Cups is a card of fulfillment, but it's just like one person. The baby doesn't count. There's normally nobody on the Nine of Cups. So I feel like for a lot of you, it's like you're just happy with the way things are right now. For others, I feel like this could be someone's intentions towards you. For some of you, this could be a long-distance relationship. The World, Nine of Cups is my card of long-distance relationships. So I feel like for some of you, there could be someone who, like, their intention, if you are in a long-distance relationship, I feel like their intention is to move towards you. It could be the other way around. You could be the one that's moving towards them as well. For those of you thinking about an ex, I would say that the Nine of Cups is just saying that whoever your ex is, I feel like they're fulfilled on their own, and I feel like that they have kind of like moved on with this card here. So that's that. Next, you have the Temperance card. I feel like a lot of you are being patient in love. I feel like you're not rushing into anything at all here. I also feel like some of you are just not rushing to commit in relationships just in general. So it's like you might get into a relationship, but you're not looking for things to get too serious too fast. I feel like this is just saying you're taking your time here. For others, I feel like the opposite. I feel like for some of you, I feel like you could be putting, like, you are trying to figure out how much energy you want to put into relationships in the first place. I almost get like experimentation popping into my head with this card here, Virgo. And it's like you're trying to figure out how much energy you want to put into relationships, and like how much is too much, how much is too little. And that's pretty much all I'm getting there. Next, you have the Ten of Wands. I feel like for a lot of you, you are just releasing burdens. You are releasing things that have been holding you back for a long time. So again, even though this is your love reading, I do feel like a very strong independent energy here. So I feel like a lot of you are just more independent. I feel like you're more focused on yourself. That's pretty much it here, Virgo. For others, I feel like this is saying that you're releasing the burdens of the past. So I feel like a lot of you could have been burdened from past relationships. It could be because of anything, and I feel like you could be releasing those burdens as well. I'm also getting a lot of progress here. So the Ten of Wands to me, it's a card of releasing burdens, but to me, it's also a card of taking huge leaps forward towards success. So the Ten of Wands is a card of like jumping forward into success and becoming very successful. So, but it's because you're lightening the load. The Ten of Wands, he's releasing all those burdens. So it's like if he was holding on to those burdens, he wouldn't be able to jump very high, right? But now putting those wands down, he's able to jump a lot higher. So it's like just saying that you could be making larger or bigger amounts of progress in love. I feel like some of you are also like kind of like letting down your walls, or it could be, again, this is, it could be the other person in a relationship is maybe opening up more, or if you're looking for love, you could be meeting more open people. I feel like it could be the other way around as well. I feel like some of you could be just more open to love in general, and that could be attracting it into your life there. Next, you have the moon card. This is coming up in the area of will they contact you. So again, if you're thinking about an ex, I would say no. The moon card to me is not such a great love card in general. It's not terrible, but to me it basically represents just no action in a love situation. So, and it can represent somebody who's gone cold on you as well. So I feel like some of you could be dealing with like a ghosting situation here with the moon card, and I feel like they're pretty much not gonna contact you. So that's what I'd say here. I feel like, and I honestly, just looking at the cards here, Virgo, I would say if you were to reach out to an ex or something like that, I feel like that they pretty much probably would not open up. There's just too much closed off energy here. So that's what I'd say here. If you're thinking about someone new that you are interested in, I feel like this is saying that you need to make your fantasies with this person a reality. So it is a card, to me, the moon can be good for like new love, because it says that there are maybe some certain insecurities that you have towards like approaching someone or towards talking to someone or flirting with someone, but it says you need to make these things, like your ideas about that person, a reality. So I feel like you need to do that there, Virgo. Next, in the area of what's coming in for you, you have the Devil. So I feel like for a lot of you, Capricorn shows up in your readings every single day. To me, Virgo and Capricorn is definitely a good match for sure. And that's not going to be true for all of you. Yes, I get it. This is just a general reading. So, again, if you've had a bunch of terrible Capricorn exes, this message isn't for you. But if you haven't, then I'd say this could be a Capricorn coming in for some of you. For others, I actually feel like what's coming in for you in love is that you are just learning how to be more in love with yourself, and I feel like that's going to release toxic energies. So if you've dealt with a lot of toxic relationships or toxic situations in relationships, I feel like this is you being more focused on yourself, and I feel like that will probably bring better love into your life there, Virgo. And finally, as far in the area of new love, I would definitely say focus on new love here, Virgo. You have the Hierophant, best card in the deck for marriage. So I feel like some of you could be like meeting a person that you will be getting married to, or there is marriage coming in the future with this Hierophant card. So I like to see that. The Hierophant is also like a card of maybe meeting someone who is not like your usual type. So I do feel like some of you could be meeting someone who isn't your usual type, who is just different than what you would normally date. So if you're looking for new love, I feel like that's the case here. For others, I feel like this is saying, I feel like there's more balance coming in if you're in an existing relationship. I'm getting the word balance. This is not a card of balance, but it's popping into my head, so I have to say it. But I feel like there could be more balance coming into an existing relationship, and I feel like that's a good thing. For others, I feel like this is just saying that you could be dealing with court issues involving relationships, and I feel like I feel like those things are going to come to an end. So that's that. As far as signs are concerned here, Virgo, I feel like some of you could be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, Capricorn, Taurus, or pretty much any water sign, really, is what I'd say here. Some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius as well. But overall, this looks pretty positive. I would say that you're probably more independent this month, and not so maybe focused on love for the most part, but looks pretty good. So that's your love reading there. And for your outcome in general here, Virgo, you have the Five of Pentacles. I feel like you might be feeling left out in the cold this week. I feel like this is like a squeeze type situation. I would say Five of Pentacles to me is kind of like a card of birth, but it says that you are going through a birthing process here, Virgo. And it says you could be like in the squeeze. It's like you're about to pop out into this new life. You have the sun, right? Which is kind of like being born, with that sun card. It's kind of a card of rebirth. Not exactly, but kind of. So I feel like some of you are like in the squeeze basically here. Yeah, King of Swords. King of Swords is a card of going through difficulties to gain a certain level of mastery over life, or to gain a certain level of knowledge. I feel like a lot of you are doing that. I feel like a lot of you need to realize that you're about to pop out the other side. So Virgo, that looks really good to me. I feel like a lot of good stuff coming in for you. So thank you, Virgo. Thank you, everybody who's here, who's watching. Make sure to drop a like on this video. I'm actually going to be right back to do, who was I going to do next? Leo. So I will be back in like 5-10 minutes to do Leo. So thank you, everybody, and